Welcome to today's video, where we'll dive deep into the fascinating world of human connection, attraction, and the subtle yet powerful forces that shape our relationships. As we navigate through life, we often find ourselves in friendships, romantic relationships, and even casual encounters that are layered with emotions, unspoken energy, and the quiet tension of what could be. Have you ever felt that spark, that undeniable pull between two people, but couldn't quite put your finger on it? Maybe you've wondered what sets certain connections apart from others, or why some relationships have the potential to evolve into something deeper while others remain just that, mere friendships. In this video, we'll be uncovering 7 key elements that influence romantic attraction and deepen the bonds between men and women. From the profound impact of physical connection and touch, to the unspoken potential that exists within friendships, to the societal pressures that shape how we perceive one another, we'll explore how these elements interact and create the complex tapestry of relationships that we experience. Whether you're looking to understand how to navigate the fine line between friendship and romance, or simply curious about the invisible forces that make us drawn to each other, this video will shed light on the beautiful, mysterious dance of human connection. So, grab a seat, relax, and let's take a journey through the hidden dynamics that make us feel seen, understood, and desired. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment as we uncover the truths that lie beneath the surface of everyday relationships. Let's get started. Number 1. Chemistry and attraction. Chemistry and attraction are the undeniable forces that can shape the course of relationships. It is an intricate and often mysterious dynamic, one that can sneak up on two people even when they least expect it. Attraction between a man and a woman, while widely acknowledged, is not always easy to explain. It doesn't always follow a predictable pattern, nor does it fit neatly into the boxes that society has constructed for us. Instead, it often happens organically, in those unexpected moments when the connection between two people feels as if it's been sparked by an invisible force. There are moments in relationships, especially in friendships, where a glance, a touch, or even a shared laugh suddenly feels more meaningful than it ever has before. You might find yourself questioning, is this friendship shifting into something else? The beauty of attraction is that it can develop in the most unexpected ways, through shared experiences, vulnerable conversations, or simply the way two people connect on an emotional and intellectual level. The power of chemistry is often that it's not entirely conscious. It's felt more deeply than it's thought through. Attraction is instinctive, and sometimes it's not clear why one person feels a magnetic pull toward another. The connection may not be rooted in anything tangible. It's not necessarily about looks, status, or proximity, but rather it's something deeper, almost spiritual. You feel a unique connection to this person, as if there's an unspoken bond that links you, and it's this chemistry that can transcend the boundaries of friendship. For example, moments when you find yourself caught in a conversation that's not just intellectual, but emotionally engaging. When you feel truly understood by the other person in a way that few others can replicate. These are the moments when attraction begins to surface, subtle at first, but unmistakable. Sometimes it might even emerge when both people are already involved in other relationships or have no intention of crossing into romantic territory. That's the beauty and complexity of chemistry. It's unpredictable and transcends expectations. Psychologically, we're drawn to those who make us feel good, those who can spark joy, curiosity, or a sense of being understood. People are naturally attracted to others who can fulfill an emotional need or create a sense of intellectual stimulation. This is especially true in friendships where both individuals invest time in building a connection. As the relationship deepens, so does the emotional resonance, and soon what once felt like a simple platonic bond can turn into something more. That doesn't necessarily mean that either party will act on their feelings or want a romantic connection. It's just that the attraction is there, quietly simmering under the surface. The subtlety of attraction in friendships is fascinating because it can often go unnoticed until one person says or does something that causes the other to pause. Perhaps a compliment is offered that feels just a bit more profound than normal, or a friendly hug lingers a bit longer than expected. It's these seemingly innocent moments that can carry more weight than we realize, and it's often when this happens that the lines between friendship and attraction blur. Yet even in these moments, there's an underlying tension. Both individuals might feel a shift in their connection, but also recognize that they must be cautious not to let those feelings overpower the foundation of the friendship. Navigating this space requires mutual respect and awareness of the boundaries that both people have set in place. Ultimately, chemistry and attraction within friendships are an intricate dance between closeness and caution. They are what keep the relationship dynamic, exciting, and sometimes complicated. There's an undeniable spark that can turn a simple friendship into something with the potential for romance, but only when both parties are ready to acknowledge it. Until then, it remains a fascinating undercurrent, something felt but never fully spoken. The beauty of chemistry is that it allows a relationship to exist in this fluid space, where it can evolve and change over time, all while respecting the friendship that was built in its own right. But for those who experience it, they know that the power of chemistry and attraction is often far more than what meets the eye. It's the energy that lies just beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to be acknowledged. Number 2, emotional depth and vulnerability. Emotional depth and vulnerability are two of the most powerful and transformative elements in any relationship, particularly when it comes to male-female friendships that may evolve into something more. Vulnerability, often seen as a sign of weakness, is actually the gateway to genuine emotional connection. It is in allowing ourselves to be seen fully, without pretense or armor, that the most authentic bonds are formed. When two people are able to drop their guards and share their true selves, it creates a space for deeper understanding and a stronger sense of emotional intimacy. This is where the magic of connection happens. The moment when you feel safe enough to open up, revealing your fears, insecurities, dreams, and desires. These honest exchanges form the foundation for not just friendship, but potential romantic attraction, because vulnerability fosters trust, empathy, and a sense of being truly known. The importance of emotional depth cannot be overstated. When two people engage on a deeper emotional level, the relationship moves beyond surface-level interactions. It becomes about more than just shared hobbies or casual conversation. It's about sharing fears, vulnerabilities, dreams, and the real aspects of life that shape who we are. This emotional investment is what makes a connection truly meaningful and often what allows a friendship to evolve into something more. When you see someone's true self, their heart, their struggles, their triumphs, you begin to appreciate them on a whole different level. The relationship is no longer just based on surface-level attraction or fleeting moments. It's rooted in a mutual understanding of each other's inner worlds. Vulnerability is the key that unlocks this emotional depth. Being vulnerable means allowing someone to see the parts of you that you may typically hide from the world. It's about sharing your fears, your regrets, your imperfections, and your rawest emotions. For many, this can be a terrifying experience. We are often taught to protect ourselves, to guard our hearts from the possibility of rejection or judgment. However, when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable with another person, we invite them into our inner world in a way that no amount of superficial small talk or casual conversations ever could. This emotional openness, though it may initially feel uncomfortable or risky, is what creates a profound connection between two people. It shows a willingness to be seen, flaws and all, and it signals trust, both of which are essential for any relationship to grow, be it platonic or romantic. When emotional depth and vulnerability are shared between two people, it creates a powerful bond that transcends the ordinary. It's easy to be drawn to someone who simply shares your interests or has a magnetic personality, but it's something else entirely to feel a deep emotional resonance with them. This depth allows for a stronger, more meaningful connection. It's not just about enjoying each other's company in good times. It's about being there for each other during times of hardship, supporting one another through challenges, and celebrating each other's successes. It's in these moments of emotional exchange that the connection begins to feel more intimate, more valuable, and over time, more romantic. In friendships between men and women, emotional depth and vulnerability often mark the turning point where the bond shifts. It is in these moments of raw honesty, of revealing one's true emotions, that the friendship can evolve into something deeper. Vulnerability has the power to create a sense of shared emotional territory, where both individuals feel emotionally invested and attuned to one another. This shared vulnerability builds a closeness that is hard to replicate through anything else. It fosters empathy as you begin to understand the other person on a level that surpasses mere words. And in this empathy, attraction begins to grow, because when someone truly understands you, when they see the full spectrum of your humanity, that's when the spark of romance can ignite. However, vulnerability must be met with care and respect. For emotional depth to be a positive force in the relationship, both individuals need to feel safe and valued in their expressions. A failure to honor this emotional exchange can cause one person to withdraw, and that can hinder the potential for deeper connection. But when vulnerability is met with understanding, it becomes a powerful force that strengthens the bond and creates the possibility for something more. Emotional depth and vulnerability, when shared in the right context, have the potential to transform a simple friendship into a deeply intimate, romantic relationship. It is the foundation upon which trust is built, and trust is the cornerstone of any lasting connection. Number 3. Playful teasing and banter. Playful teasing and banter are two of the most charming and subtle ways to create a magnetic connection between individuals, especially in relationships that might transition from friendship to something more. This light-hearted, often humorous exchange can be one of the most enjoyable aspects of any relationship, and when done with care and respect, it fosters a sense of closeness, excitement, and emotional connection. Playful teasing isn't about insulting or belittling. Rather, it's a form of flirtation that helps to break down barriers and allows both people to feel more at ease with each other. It's a way of showing affection through humor, making both individuals feel comfortable and understood in a fun, relaxed manner. One of the key elements of playful teasing is its ability to create an atmosphere of ease. It allows both people to be themselves, showing their sense of humor, wit, and personality without fear of judgment. This exchange of playful remarks helps to bring out the best in each other, revealing both strengths and vulnerabilities in a way that feels light and non-threatening. The back-and-forth nature of banter creates a dynamic where both individuals engage in a playful verbal dance, pushing each other's buttons in a fun way while simultaneously building a rapport. It's in these moments of teasing and joking that the relationship can shift from being purely platonic to something more intimate. The way someone teases you, making you laugh or smile, creates a special bond that draws you closer to them. Banter and teasing also create an element of tension, often playful tension, that heightens attraction. This tension is what keeps things exciting, as there's a sense of anticipation in each exchange. It's the spark that ignites a sense of curiosity about the other person. When two people share a fun, light-hearted back and forth, it's a way of testing boundaries and learning about each other in an indirect but meaningful way. Through teasing, you discover how the other person reacts to playful challenges, how they handle humor, and what makes them tick, all of which can make them more interesting and intriguing. As this playful dynamic develops, it fosters a unique connection that goes beyond surface-level attraction and enters into the realm of emotional chemistry. At its best, playful teasing creates an environment where both people feel safe enough to be vulnerable. When you tease someone, it's often a subtle way of pointing out their quirks or unique traits, things that make them different, funny, or endearing. These moments of teasing invite both people to be more open, showing that they can laugh at themselves without fear of being judged. This mutual understanding of vulnerability creates a sense of emotional intimacy that is foundational for a romantic relationship. The ability to poke fun at each other while still maintaining a sense of respect reveals a deep level of comfort and affection. It's in these moments that the friendship can deepen, as both individuals reveal more of their true selves behind the playful exterior. Moreover, the ability to engage in banter signals a level of compatibility between two people. It requires a certain level of understanding, timing, and emotional intelligence. When both individuals understand each other's sense of humor and are able to laugh together, it creates a connection that is effortless and fun. Playful teasing can also serve as a way to communicate affection without being overtly serious or intense. It's a way of saying, "I like you," without necessarily using words. This lightheartedness is often what makes romantic attraction feel organic, as it's rooted in shared humor and the ability to find joy in each other's company. However, the key to playful teasing is that it must always be done with mutual respect. There's a fine line between playful banter and crossing boundaries, and the former should never turn into hurtful or mean-spirited comments. If one person feels uncomfortable or disrespected, the playful dynamic can quickly sour. The best teasing occurs when both individuals are enjoying the exchange and are in sync with each other's comfort levels. When done correctly, playful teasing can become a cornerstone of the relationship, creating a sense of joy and lightness that strengthens the bond between friends or potential romantic partners. In essence, playful teasing and banter are more than just fun distractions. They are the ingredients that help to foster a deeper connection. They open the door to intimacy, build emotional chemistry, and create a bond that feels both exciting and genuine. It's in these moments of light-hearted interaction that the foundation for something more profound is often laid. When two people can laugh together, tease each other, and still feel an undeniable sense of attraction, it's a clear sign that their connection is something special, something worth exploring. Number 4, emotional intimacy and sharing. Personal thoughts. Emotional intimacy is one of the most profound and meaningful forms of connection that can exist between two people, and it's often what transforms a casual relationship into something deeper and more significant. At the heart of emotional intimacy is the willingness to share personal thoughts, feelings, and experiences with another person in a vulnerable and authentic way. This kind of intimacy goes beyond physical attraction or surface-level interactions. It's about connecting on a soul-deep level, where both individuals feel seen, heard, and understood. When people open up and share personal thoughts, it allows them to show who they truly are, stripping away the masks and revealing the raw, unguarded parts of themselves that are usually kept hidden. One of the defining characteristics of emotional intimacy is trust. To truly share your innermost thoughts with someone, you need to feel safe and confident that they will honor your vulnerability. This trust is built over time through shared experiences, consistency, and understanding. When both people know that their feelings are respected and valued, they feel empowered to open up more deeply. Emotional intimacy creates a space where both individuals can be honest without fear of judgment or rejection. It's a space where they can express their joys, fears, insecurities and dreams, knowing that they are met with empathy and care. This openness fosters a sense of connection that is grounded in genuine affection and mutual respect. The act of sharing personal thoughts also plays a critical role in building emotional depth in any relationship. Each time someone opens up and allows the other person to step into their world, they are not only sharing information, but also inviting them into their emotional universe. These shared moments of vulnerability create a bond that goes beyond the physical and into the realm of emotional and mental connection. For instance, discussing childhood experiences, fears for the future, or personal passions can reveal aspects of one's personality that aren't immediately visible on the surface. This type of sharing deepens the understanding between two people, making them feel more connected and in tune with each other's emotional landscapes. Another key aspect of emotional intimacy is the ability to listen actively and empathetically. It's not just about sharing your thoughts. It's also about being present and fully engaged when the other person shares theirs. Active listening shows the other person that their feelings and experiences are important and worthy of attention. This fosters a sense of closeness, as it signals to both individuals that they are not only being heard, but also valued. When two people listen to each other with care and attention, it reinforces the emotional connection and builds a foundation of support and understanding. The beauty of emotional intimacy lies in its transformative power. As both individuals share their thoughts and feelings, they start to build a shared emotional history. The conversations, the moments of understanding, the quiet exchanges, and the support offered during times of vulnerability all weave together to create a tapestry of connection. Over time, this shared emotional history can deepen the affection between two people, making them feel as though they are on the same wavelength. This emotional bond often becomes a strong foundation for romantic relationships, as it creates a sense of security and belonging that is difficult to replicate in relationships that are solely based on physical attraction or surface-level interactions. Emotional intimacy also brings a sense of healing. Sometimes simply having someone to confide in and share personal thoughts with can be incredibly therapeutic. In a world that often feels isolating, having a person who listens without judgment and offers comfort can provide a sense of relief and solace. Sharing personal experiences, whether they're moments of joy, pain, or uncertainty, can lighten the emotional load and strengthen the emotional resilience of both individuals. This support system that emotional intimacy creates is crucial in helping both people grow, not just as individuals, but also as partners who can lean on each other in times of need. In relationships where emotional intimacy thrives, there is often a mutual desire to nurture and protect each other's emotional well-being. This goes beyond just offering advice or comfort during difficult times. It's about actively seeking to make the other person feel safe and valued, even in the most challenging moments. The act of opening up and sharing personal thoughts is an ongoing process that deepens over time, building a sense of closeness and connection that is both profound and lasting. Ultimately, emotional intimacy and sharing personal thoughts form the heart of any deep and meaningful relationship. It is through this shared vulnerability, this willingness to trust, and this openness to understanding each other's innermost selves that a bond is formed that transcends mere friendship or attraction. It's a bond that makes both people feel loved, accepted, and valued. And it's this emotional closeness that creates the foundation for a lasting, fulfilling connection. When both individuals are able to be emotionally intimate with one another, they create a space where love can grow and thrive, strengthening the relationship in ways that go beyond the surface and into the very core of who they are as individuals. Number 5. The power of touch and physical connection. The power of touch and physical connection plays a fundamental role in human relationships, especially when it comes to romantic attraction. From a simple gesture like a light touch on the arm to an embrace, physical connection is a silent yet potent form of communication that conveys emotions and intentions in ways that words often cannot. Touching another person can create a sense of closeness and intimacy that goes far beyond the surface level, signaling affection, care, and even attraction. This form of non-verbal communication is deeply rooted in human nature and has a profound impact on the way people connect with one another, fostering bonds that are often deeper and more meaningful than what can be expressed verbally. The psychological power of touch is significant. Studies have shown that physical touch can stimulate the release of oxytocin, often referred to as the love hormone. Oxytocin is associated with feelings of trust, affection, and attachment, and its presence in the body can strengthen emotional bonds between individuals. When two people touch, whether it's through holding hands, a hug, or a gentle caress, oxytocin levels rise, creating a sense of comfort and emotional security. This natural chemical response deepens the connection between them, allowing their relationship to evolve from a mere acquaintance or friendship into something more intimate and romantic. Touch can also convey emotions that words simply cannot capture. For example, a soft touch on the back can convey reassurance and comfort during a time of distress, while a playful tap on the shoulder can communicate a sense of shared humor and connection. These physical gestures create a kind of silent language that enhances the emotional bond between people. It's a language that transcends cultural and linguistic barriers, allowing individuals to connect on a deeper level, even if they do not share a common spoken language. A simple touch can express empathy, care, and affection, signaling to the other person that they are valued and loved. In romantic relationships, physical touch becomes especially powerful in signaling attraction and emotional closeness. When two people experience the early stages of attraction, subtle physical touches, such as brushing against each other or lingering eye contact, often precede deeper forms of physical connection. These moments of touch serve as a way of testing the waters, expressing interest without overwhelming the other person. As the relationship develops, physical connection plays a crucial role in building intimacy and trust. Holding hands, sharing a kiss, or even a close embrace can transform a budding attraction into a more profound romantic bond, signaling that the relationship has evolved beyond friendship into something deeper. The key to the power of touch lies not only in the physical act itself, but in the intention behind it. A touch that is gentle, respectful, and consensual can create a sense of warmth and trust, while a touch that is inappropriate or unwanted can have the opposite effect, leading to discomfort or even a sense of betrayal. This is why it is essential to understand and respect boundaries when it comes to physical connection. True attraction is not based on force or pressure, but on mutual respect and consent. When touch is used appropriately, it fosters a sense of emotional safety and trust, which is crucial for any relationship to grow and deepen. Physical connection is often what shifts a relationship from friendship to romance. When the physical and emotional closeness align, the chemistry becomes undeniable. A simple touch can signify that two people are ready to take their relationship to the next level. This transformation happens naturally when both individuals feel secure and comfortable with each other, allowing them to express their feelings through physical gestures that reinforce their emotional connection. It's in these moments that a deeper bond is created, one that is rooted in both the physical and emotional realms. However, it's important to recognize that touch is not just about creating attraction. It's also about reinforcing the emotional connection that already exists. For couples who have been together for a while, physical touch continues to serve as a means of communication. Whether it's holding hands during a walk or sharing an affectionate kiss, these small gestures of physical connection are vital in maintaining the emotional intimacy of the relationship. In this way, touch becomes a language of love and reassurance, signaling to one another that they are still emotionally connected and invested in the relationship. In conclusion, the power of touch and physical connection is an undeniable force in human relationships. It goes beyond mere physicality, tapping into the emotional and psychological aspects of connection. Whether it's the early stages of attraction or the deepening of a long-term bond, physical touch plays a crucial role in fostering intimacy, trust, and affection. When used appropriately and respectfully, it has the power to communicate emotions that words cannot express, deepening the connection between two people and creating a foundation for something truly meaningful and lasting. Number 6. Friendship with a potential for romance. Friendships that carry the potential for romance possess a unique and captivating energy. These relationships are often characterized by a delicate balance, where two individuals share a deep emotional connection, mutual respect, and trust. Yet there exists an unspoken possibility that something more could develop between them. This dynamic creates an intriguing tension, one that can make the bond feel both comforting and exciting at the same time. The beauty of this type of friendship lies in its ability to exist in the space between platonic and romantic, allowing both people to fully enjoy the comfort of companionship while also leaving room for the future to unfold in unexpected ways. At the heart of a friendship with potential for romance is a deep emotional connection. Unlike casual acquaintanceships, friends who are emotionally close often share personal thoughts, experiences, and vulnerabilities, which builds a strong foundation of trust and understanding. This intimacy provides the groundwork for something more, as both individuals come to value and appreciate each other's character, strengths, and flaws. This closeness creates an environment where romantic feelings can naturally develop over time, often without either person actively pursuing it. There's no rush to define the relationship. Instead, the connection grows organically, shaped by shared experiences and mutual affection. The possibility of romance in a friendship is not something that is always overtly acknowledged or pursued. Instead, it often lingers in the background as a quiet but powerful undercurrent. The recognition that there is an undeniable chemistry between two people, coupled with the respect and affection they already share as friends, creates a subtle tension that both may sense but not fully address. This tension isn't about forcing anything, rather, it's the recognition that something more could evolve if the timing is right. The anticipation of what could be can add an exciting layer to the friendship, keeping both individuals engaged and invested without feeling pressured or uncomfortable. This kind of friendship also allows for a unique level of comfort. Both people are already familiar with each other's personalities, quirks, and habits, which can make the potential shift to romance feel less intimidating. There's no need for pretense or games. The friendship has already laid the groundwork for honest and open communication. When romantic feelings do begin to surface, they are often expressed with the same level of care and vulnerability that exists in the friendship. This can make the transition from friends to partners feel much more natural and less risky, as both individuals already have a solid understanding of each other's boundaries, desires, and emotional needs. While this type of relationship can be full of promise, it also requires patience and emotional intelligence. The key to maintaining a friendship with the potential for romance is respect for the boundaries of both individuals. It's important for both parties to communicate openly and honestly about their feelings, while also being sensitive to the other person's emotional state. A romantic relationship that emerges from a friendship should feel like a mutual and voluntary step forward, rather than something that happens out of pressure or expectation. This mutual understanding is what ensures that the friendship remains intact, even as it evolves into something deeper. One of the most beautiful aspects of a friendship with romantic potential is the way it can deepen the bond between two people. When romance blossoms from a solid friendship, it often results in a relationship that is built on a foundation of trust, mutual respect, and shared experiences. The couple has already developed a level of emotional intimacy, and the romantic aspect only serves to enhance that connection. In many cases, this kind of relationship has the potential to be long-lasting, as it is not based on fleeting attraction, but rather on a deep emotional connection that has been nurtured over time. However, not all friendships with romantic potential end up transitioning into romance, and that's okay. Sometimes the bond remains platonic, and both individuals find that they are happier maintaining the friendship as it is. The important thing is that these relationships provide an opportunity for growth, self-discovery, and emotional fulfillment. Even if romance doesn't ultimately emerge, the friendship itself is a valuable and meaningful connection that enriches both people's lives. In conclusion, a friendship with the potential for romance is a powerful and nuanced relationship that balances comfort, trust, and excitement. It's a space where two people can grow emotionally and intellectually, exploring the possibility of something deeper without rushing or forcing it. Whether or not the friendship ultimately blossoms into romance, it remains a valuable connection that offers a sense of fulfillment, understanding, and mutual respect. This type of relationship allows individuals to experience the joy of deep emotional connection, while leaving room for the natural evolution of feelings that may lead to something more. Number 7. Social pressures and external influence. In any romantic or platonic relationship, the influence of social pressures and external opinions can be a significant factor that shapes how individuals perceive and navigate their connections. Society often imposes certain expectations regarding how relationships between men and women should unfold, and these pressures can impact how we view our friendships and interactions with the opposite sex. When societal norms and external influences come into play, they can create confusion, distort intentions, and blur the boundaries between friendship and romance, leading to misunderstandings and unnecessary complications. One of the most common social pressures is the assumption that a close friendship between a man and a woman must eventually evolve into a romantic relationship. This expectation can come from various sources, including family, friends, and broader cultural norms. Society often assumes that men and women cannot share a deep emotional connection without there being some underlying romantic or sexual attraction. As a result, when two people of different genders form a close friendship, the line between platonic affection and romantic potential can become unclear. Friends may feel pressured by others' assumptions that they are more than just friends, leading them to question their feelings and the true nature of their connection. In many cases, external pressures can create unnecessary tension. Friends may find themselves constantly defending their relationship against the judgment of others, even if there is no romantic interest involved. The constant questioning of whether their friendship is something more can create doubt and confusion, making it harder for both individuals to maintain a clear understanding of their feelings. This social influence can even cause one or both individuals to second-guess their emotions, wondering if they should feel a certain way because of external expectations, rather than trusting their own experiences and desires. Moreover, the pressure to conform to societal ideals can lead to the suppression of authentic feelings. People may feel the need to hide or downplay their emotions to avoid being labeled or judged. For example, a woman may feel compelled to hide her affection for a close male friend because she fears being seen as too forward or romantically inclined. Similarly, a man may hesitate to express his emotional vulnerability in a friendship with a woman because he doesn't want to be perceived as weak or overly emotional. These societal constraints can prevent individuals from fully exploring the depth of their connection and prevent the friendship from developing in an organic and authentic way. External influences don't always come from society as a whole. They can also stem from the expectations of people close to us. Family members, friends, or peers may project their own beliefs about relationships onto the individuals involved. They might pressure friends to take their bond to the next level or create awkward situations by asking if there's any romantic potential. Such external nudges can often lead to feelings of discomfort or anxiety, making individuals question whether they're doing the right thing in their relationship. The pressure to meet others' expectations can override the natural progression of a friendship, forcing people into roles or actions they may not be ready for. The influence of social media has further complicated the landscape of male-female friendships. With the constant presence of online narratives about relationships, love, and attraction, it's easy for people to feel like they're not measuring up to what they see on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. These platforms often showcase idealized versions of relationships, making it difficult for individuals to see the value in their more nuanced, non-romantic connections. People may feel that if a friendship doesn't follow the script of becoming romantic, it's somehow less valuable or meaningful. The rise of ship culture, where fans heavily speculate about the romantic potential between celebrities or influencers, has also heightened the pressure to label any close relationship as a potential romance. To navigate these pressures, it's crucial to develop self-awareness and establish clear boundaries. Understanding that external expectations shouldn't dictate the course of your relationships is key to maintaining authenticity and emotional health. The opinions of others, while sometimes well-meaning, should not have the power to define the nature of your connections. If you feel comfortable with the dynamic in your friendship, it's important to communicate openly with the other person involved. Having honest conversations about feelings, expectations, and the impact of external pressures can help create a mutual understanding and strengthen the foundation of the relationship, whether it remains platonic or evolves into something romantic. In conclusion, social pressures and external influences can play a significant role in shaping how we perceive and manage relationships, particularly friendships between men and women. These external forces can create confusion, leading us to question our emotions and the nature of our connections. However, by learning to ignore societal expectations and staying grounded in our own truth, we can navigate these pressures more effectively. Ultimately, it's vital to recognize that the most important opinions about our relationships are our own. Trusting our instincts, communicating openly, and maintaining strong boundaries will allow us to build genuine, authentic connections that are free from the influence of external judgment.